Hello everybody, welcome to a new video, and a very new kind of series. I haven't done something like this before. This is an episode of The Long Dark. Now this may seem like a departure from my channel name, and from my previous content, but I assure you, one, that more Landlord Super is coming later in the week, but I wanted to put something out between the two videos, which I have no idea if you guys will enjoy this or want to watch anything else like it, but I wanted to try it out. This is a game I've been playing for a long time, and I really love, and I wanted to try it out. Now, I am finding that the music is just a little bit too much, because you guys will not be able to hear me. So, I think we're going to play on Voyager. Stalker, I will die way too quickly. Interloper, I'll make it like a day. Pilgrim, though, you guys will find very boring. So, we're going to go with Voyager. Now, I've played the full story mode, and I have about 100 hours or so on the game. So, I've played a little bit, but by no means am I an expert. I've seen some people who've survived way longer than I ever could. So, let's pick our starting region. I think that's very important. Now, I'm gonna say Mystery Lake, just because it's central, and if I pick Hushed River Valley, Ash Canyon, Timberwolf, Desolation Point, I will die anywhere in the outskirts. Mystery Lake, I know a lot of the locations, I'm very familiar with it. That and Coastal Highway, along with Pleasant Valley, these three I'm very familiar with. Mountain Town, too, a little bit. As we get out into this perimeter, really not so much. So, let's say Mystery Lake. We go with a male character. Now, I have gotten some of these. For the sake of this, let's take Snowwalker, Free Runner, Firemaster. Yeah, I think we'll take Cold Fusion, because that's going to be important to survive. And we can name this, I'm just going to name it YouTube, that way I know not to delete it. And so here we are. We're starting out our journey in the Long Dark. This game really, its nickname is the Quiet Apocalypse, and it's really true. This is actually, I'll let you guys read the quote. I suppose I can try and read it. I went to the woods because I wish to live deliberately, to front... Oh, see, okay, I can't read that. You can pause and read that, though, if you want to read it. Now, here we are. Expect there to potentially be multiple cuts in this, because if I cannot find my way to some kind of shelter, or some path that I know, I will die, and I will not make you watch the whole starting process over again, because you get really bored with that really quick. But I will cut to if that happens. But for now, let's stay focused on this. I'm gonna follow the water. There is that saying that water... Oh, yeah, there's a fishing hut. So that's actually... This is looking like a good start. Because a fishing hut... I swear to God, if we're right near, like, the camp... Maybe the lake cabins, that's going to be really lucky. I know there's a mountain rope over there. And I don't think that goes to Mountain Town. It might. Okay, this is southern access of the river. There's another fishing hut over there, which really makes me think we're near the camp office. I'm thinking the camp office is going to be to our right. Okay, there's cabins over there. This is looking really good, actually. Like, I may have found, like, a historically good, very lucky starting position. I see power lines over there, and there's the camp office. So we're going to head straight there. I swear to you, this is the first time I've recorded this, and I was terrified I was going to spawn somewhere that I had no idea where I was. But, oh, that beautiful Canadian flag right there. Uh, as an American, always have a slight desire to rip that one down and stick the American one up there. We tried to do that, War of 1812 and all, but it didn't really work out. So, be content with just living in it. There is some wildlife in this area, based on what I know. But, and I know you guys, you don't want to see me just live in a cabin. Because that's boring. It doesn't make good entertainment, I get that. But we are going to try and stay here. We can definitely do some fishing. I don't know. I don't know how much of the Long Dark content I'm going to put out. And I don't know if you guys are going to be interested in it at all. I know Landlord Super has been the game that you guys have come to my channel for. But I don't want to be known for one thing. I don't think that's good for, a channel or anything. Because, I'm a person. I'm interested more for anything around the house. I'm interested in more than just the one game, and I think it's important for the channel to represent that. Especially because, as great of a game as Landlord Super is, I don't want to put out the same kind of content all the time. Now, it is dark in here. It is really dark, and I only have a few matches. So I'm going to try and light one, see if I can find, a storm lantern or something. And it doesn't look like I'm not going to burn through any more than one match or so. Looking through the place, there's accelerant. That's lucky. Other than that, I know there's a bed upstairs. It's nighttime. Late nighttime. Not late nighttime, sorry. It's early evening, I'd say. We can take a cooking pot. It's going to be hard to loot this place. There's a whetstone, that's good. Hard to loot this place. Let's see. It feels like 34. Which I know us all sitting in our room temperature, 60, 70 degree houses. That sounds pretty bad. But for a game where the outside temperature is probably going to get into the negatives very quickly, that's really not that bad now. We can do map making. I mean, never really done much of it before, but so you can. I don't know why that's lagging like that. Yeah, there's nothing there. I can take charcoal, and if I'm outside, I can use it. I think if I'm outside, that's what I have to do. To use it to get some information. Now, it's almost nighttime, and I don't know if we have any water. Should be pretty heavy if we have any, and I don't think we do. I do not see any. But I think we can make it the night. I could start a fire, probably. Yeah, I have no fuel, and I barely have tinder, so we're not gonna... Actually, 85% chance of success. That's really good. That's really good. But we don't have any fuel. I say we get to sleep. Yeah, we're gonna sleep 8 hours. That's gonna... Oh. Shoot. I think we have it set so we can't actually rest if we're not tired. I suppose we can repair wall in the dark. I'm trying to find something I can do to occupy my character while we're just sitting here. I'm not sure there is anything though. This is really not going to be an issue later on. If I can find anything I can break down, I can try and break it down. Cloth, yeah. I mean, I can break that down for cloth. Pretty simple. And maybe our shoes are probably important. We don't have any leather. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah. Darn it! I can't. Forgot I can't repair a wall in the dark. I guess now's a good time to we can pass the time. I'll pass 2 hours and then Maybe try and sleep 2 hours if I pass 2. Pass 2, sleep 2, pass 2, sleep 2. I don't know if that seems like a good plan. Actually, marvelous amount of... Holy shit, there's an Aurora. So, creepy as hell for the first night, actually, because you guys, if you've never seen the game before, have absolutely no idea what's happening, but you might notice the electrical stuff in the house kind of creepily zapping the life like in a cheesy horror movie. And so that means that, actually let's take a look outside. Now, this does mean very bad news if we happen to encounter animals. I believe they become very agitated. Oh, this is actually a wonderful thumbnail. I'm gonna take advantage of that. But yeah, a lot of the electrical power is back on. You can see a lot of the lights. Very ominous, I will say. Like, you're in this deserted area, middle of Canada, and you have like a radio barely clicking on. I don't know. There's something about that, which is very obvious, and of course that would be terrifying, but... I don't know. There's something subtle about it. It just doesn't seem quite right. But anyways, we're gonna start taking what we can. Take the opportunity, when there's light, to do this. Because there's certainly not always going to be. I do imagine there's going to be plenty of supplies, especially considering we have not just this cabin, but we have all the other ones around the lake. I think we can stay here probably for, I don't know how long in-game time. Maybe a week or two. Especially, I think we have a fishing lure in our inventory, which we could most certainly... Oh, there's a note on the computer. Can we read that in the journal? That could be kind of cool. Predatory species, if introduced, could see a profound devastation of Mystery Lake's local fish stocks. If followed, check whether they're attempting. I wonder. Actually, I've never heard of that before in the game. I don't know why somebody would intentionally deplete the fish. Maybe there's some kind of sabotage, although that seems unlikely. We really do need some kind of tool, because you see, I can break down this crate, for instance, with my bare hands, and I will, because that'll get me some firewood I can use in the morning, and then perhaps, the chair see, that's where 2 hours to break down a chair with my hands. I feel like if it takes me 15 minutes to get a crate broken down, it probably wouldn't. Ooh, look at this table lamp. But as I was saying, I feel like the scaling there isn't really that accurate. Because if it takes me 15 minutes to break a crate, why would it take me...
I would drink almost anything about now.
2 whole hours. But anyways, I think we should start a fire, and... because we're getting pretty thirsty. Now, I have some books and some reclaimed wood, so we could probably start a good fire here. Now, once we don't have matches anymore, which will happen, that could be an issue. That could kind of put a bummer on our plans. But I think, yeah, we're gonna get this fire started, and we can. I'm gonna add 2 reclaimed wood and a book. Now that's a long fire, and we're gonna take ample opportunity of it. We're gonna melt as much snow as we can. I have 2 cooking pots, which is going to mean that we can do a lot of water with this. We can do, it's going to take an hour, and then I hope it won't take another hour to boil. I do think that's how that works, though. So, we don't have a ton of food. We can eat something. I can eat this old energy bar. I don't think that's going to hurt me. I can have some cattail stalks. And they, again, as the game kind of says, they're really not that filling, but they are food. Surprisingly so. I mean, I don't know if there's cattail stalks around where you are, but if you're in North America, you've probably seen them. They're really... I'm not really sure I'd call them food. It's kind of like eating sawgrass. I'd have to be real desperate. So yeah, we're gonna get some potable water here, which is important because we're really getting kind of thirsty. I'm gonna drink the water there. That's a lot of water. We again only about a gallon, and I don't think I can. With 8 minutes, I really can't do anything. I am though kind of warm, and if I sleep for 2 or so hours, I'm probably gonna wake up decently rested, pretty warm, and not that poorly fed. Now the Aurora's over. It's still early morning, and I'm still kind of tired. So let's sleep another 2 hours. We probably will wake up before that. Maybe not. It's going to be daytime at this point, as we can see by the bright lights. And yeah, no more Aurora. So only the wonderful light of the sun. But that actually seems to be lighting this place up better than the Aurora was, funnily enough. So I think... don't have an exact idea of how much longer for this episode. It's hard for me to figure out length for the episodes because the Long Dark only saves when you sleep. And I suppose I can sleep at any point, but it probably doesn't make sense to constantly be sleeping just to save the game. So I'm thinking, this will be like a 20 or maybe a 30-minute episode. We're almost at the 20-minute mark, so I will probably get some good stuff. I will probably try and make it a little bit longer, but I don't like to set a strict time limit or a minimum for myself. I like to kind of just see what I feel like as I make the content. I want to check out those fishing huts. I don't know what else I'm going to do yet. Let's check out the fishing huts. Let's maybe see what's in the other cabins. I'd say our goal in this day, at least the morning of it, is I want to get whatever other supplies I can out of this area. Definitely another spot in Mystery Lake. There's Trapper's Cabin. There's good chance we're going to find some stuff there. And we can head up there. I don't know whether we'll want to go there or the Carter Hydro Dam next. But we can try. We can try anything, Really, the world is... I don't know if it's our oyster. We can't leave the Great Bear Island, a small island, and maybe not that small an island, but an island in northern Canada. We're trapped there, but within that small island, this is our domain. So let's see what's in one of these fishing huts. It looks like the newsprint roll. Okay, we've got cardboard matches, which sounds like nothing, but we've also got a sewing kit. This is... I'm going to say this fishing hut has so far been... I'm very happy I came here. New tomato soup. Oh my god, a hatchet. Yes! That's really good. Hatchet's good. Hatchet means, we can survive a long time. Hatchet, we can break down any kind of wood or anything we want. And we should be able to also... I think we can break down carcasses. Not to be grim, but we can... The lone lake cabin over there. I think we can break down carcasses with them. So it looks like we have... I don't think there's no lake cabins over there. We have 3 kind of sets of lake cabins to look at. Looks like we found our first unfortunate victim of this apocalypse. Fortunately, we're finding more wood, more food, clothes. I mean, this is all stuff that, like, any dope would be able to figure out you might need in the middle of some sort of wintry apocalyptic death. Now, I don't sprint much, because it's really bad for resources, but we are getting close. Now, is that... No. Okay. Thought I spotted a wolf. It was a rock. Might need to get my eyes checked, but wolves are going to be one of our bigger worries. Deer are really not a risk. They're kind of passive animals. I mean, we really shouldn't be too worried by them. But wolves are a concern. In this mode, they're not going to be, seeking us out and hunting us. Following us mile after mile, trying to relentlessly track us down and brutally murder us. But they're not going to be our friends. As I search this cabin, I guess I'll talk about kind of longer-term ideas for the series. Obviously, one of the downsides of a series on a survival game where you don't respawn is that if I die, then the series is kind of over. I'm not planning on that, though. I'm thinking, if you guys really do enjoy the content, which, again, if you don't, feel free to tell me you don't. I'm happy to try out other stuff until something sticks. But, this is a try. This is an experiment. And even if I die on this playthrough or the next or any of my lives in this, I'm happy to give anything another shot. And just keep... Maybe there's just challenges in the game. I could potentially play Wintermute, although there are a lot of good commented playthroughs on that by people better at the game than I. But anyhow, we've collected some really good materials here at these cabins. Now, if we look outside, we'll take a look outside after they're searching here, but it looked to me... Ooh, jacket, sport vest, great items. It looked to me like we were starting to get a blizzard. And yeah, I think I'm right. So, we're not gonna stay out in a blizzard. That's gonna be a really bad move. So, just so that the game will save, I'm gonna take a nap. Just for an hour. Which could be, actually...
So cold.
I could... I'm gonna take a nap for an hour, which will save the game. It will also keep us warmer, because we are getting pretty cold. And I'm gonna end today's episode here. And then tomorrow, we will try and wait out the blizzard and then check out the other lake cabins. But for today's episode, that's all I've got. Please let me know what you guys think of this series. And if you really like it, we'll do some more of it. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching.